In life, we often stand at the crossroads of possibility and reality. The road ahead may seem long and the challenges many, yet within each of us lies the potential to build something monumental, not necessarily in size, but in impact, in influence, and in the way we choose to live our lives. What if we embraced the mindset of an empire builder, not for power or recognition, but for the transformation of our own lives and the world around us? Today, let us explore how acting as if we are on the path to building an empire can shape our journey and our success. Vision is the invisible force that propels an empire forward, the foundation upon which every great endeavor is built. It is not merely a dream or a fleeting thought, but a clear, unwavering understanding of what you seek to achieve and the steps required to get there. Without vision, any journey is aimless, and any empire is destined to crumble under the weight of confusion and disarray. Vision, in its truest sense, is the ability to look beyond the present moment, to see the potential of what could be, and to have the conviction to make it a reality. The first step in building an empire is the ability to see what others cannot. When you possess a vision, you are not confined to the limitations of your current circumstances. You are able to see beyond what is visible and understand the potential that lies within your reach. This vision becomes your compass, guiding every decision you make and influencing the way you approach the challenges that lie ahead. It is the difference between simply existing and living with purpose. The most successful people throughout history did not merely stumble upon greatness, they envisioned it long before it came into existence. Their vision provided them with the clarity to take action and the determination to stay the course, even when the path was unclear. But vision is not just about imagining a future of success and achievement. It is about recognizing the power within you to bring that future into existence. The foundation of any empire lies in the belief that the vision you have is not only possible, but that it is something you are uniquely equipped to create. This belief becomes the driving force behind every endeavor, every challenge, and every setback. Without it, you would falter in the face of adversity, but with it, you are armed with the strength to overcome whatever obstacles stand in your way. A strong vision gives you the resilience to weather the storms, the wisdom to navigate through the unknown, and the foresight to know that your efforts will not be in vain. The power of vision also lies in its ability to inspire. A great empire is not built alone. It is forged by a collective effort, by a group of individuals who are united by a common goal. A compelling vision has the power to rally others to your cause, to ignite a shared sense of purpose that drives everyone involved toward a common destiny. When people believe in the vision, they are more likely to contribute their time, energy, and resources toward its realization. A clear and powerful vision has the ability to transcend the individual and become something much greater, something that extends beyond your own ambitions and becomes a movement. This is how true empires are built, not merely through the efforts of one person, but through the shared commitment of many. However, vision is not something that can be conjured up overnight. It takes time to develop, and it requires patience and introspection. To truly know your vision, you must first know yourself. You must understand what drives you, what excites you, and what you are willing to fight for. Vision is not simply about setting goals or achieving success. It is about understanding your deeper purpose and aligning every action with that purpose. The clarity of your vision will be tested as you encounter setbacks and difficulties. But it is the unwavering belief in your vision that will guide you through. Furthermore, vision is not static. It evolves and grows as you do. As you take action toward your goals and gather experience, your vision may shift or expand to encompass new opportunities and challenges. This adaptability is crucial because empires are not built on rigid plans, but on the ability to pivot and grow in response to changing circumstances. While your vision provides a solid foundation, it must also allow room for flexibility and innovation. The most successful empires are those that understand the need for continuous growth and adaptation. Ultimately, vision is the spark that ignites the fire of possibility. It is the starting point, the beginning of something extraordinary. It is the moment you see your potential and decide that you are worthy of greatness. Every empire, no matter how grand or humble, begins with a vision of one individual who believed in something greater than themselves. They saw beyond the ordinary and dared to imagine the extraordinary. And then, with persistence, courage, and clarity, they turned that vision into reality. So ask yourself, what is your vision? What will you build? And are you ready to follow that vision with unwavering determination, no matter where it leads? Discipline is the silent force that drives every successful endeavor, the power that turns intention into achievement. While many are content to dream, those who possess true discipline act upon those dreams, transforming them from vague ideas into tangible realities. Discipline is the key that unlocks the door to progress, and without it, even the most promising vision will remain just that. It is not enough to have a plan, nor is it enough to simply begin. Discipline is what sustains you, what keeps you focused when distractions arise, and what empowers you to take action in the face of adversity. At its core, discipline is the ability to consistently apply effort toward a specific goal, regardless of the circumstances or how you feel in the moment. It is a choice that must be made repeatedly, each day, with unwavering commitment. Whether you are facing a mountain of tasks or a moment of uncertainty, discipline is the force that urges you to move forward, even when your motivation is lacking. It is what separates the dreamers from the achievers, the ones who talk about their ambitions and those who bring them to life. True discipline begins with clarity of purpose. When you know what you are working toward, it becomes easier to make the sacrifices and take the actions necessary to reach your goal. Without purpose, discipline becomes a difficult burden, a series of tasks without meaning or direction. But when your purpose is clear, discipline becomes a natural extension of your commitment. It's not a matter of forcing yourself to take action. It's a matter of understanding that each action brings you one step closer to something significant, something greater than yourself. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is its ability to eliminate excuses. Every day, you are faced with countless temptations to procrastinate, to put off tasks, or to abandon your goals altogether. These temptations are often fueled by the natural resistance we feel toward hard work or discomfort. Yet discipline teaches us to move beyond the impulse to take the easy route. It reminds us that greatness is not achieved through convenience, but through persistence. It is easy to make excuses when the going gets tough, but it is discipline that forces us to rise above them. When discipline is in place, excuses become irrelevant. You learn to take responsibility for your actions and stay focused on the bigger picture, no matter how many obstacles you face. Discipline is also the key to consistency. Success is not built upon occasional bursts of effort, but upon sustained action over time. The journey toward any great goal is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the small, consistent actions that compound over time and lead to lasting change. Without discipline, even the most ambitious plans will be abandoned at the first sign of difficulty. But those who understand the power of discipline continue, day after day, to make progress no matter how small. These small actions, when accumulated, lead to extraordinary results. Furthermore, discipline teaches you how to manage your time effectively. Time is one of our most valuable resources, and discipline helps you use it wisely. Without discipline, time slips away unnoticed, wasted on distractions or tasks that do not contribute to your goals. With discipline, you learn to prioritize your time, to allocate it toward the things that matter most, and to say no to the things that would divert you from your path. A disciplined person understands that time, once lost, cannot be regained, and so they treat each moment with respect. They know that the key to progress lies not in multitasking, but in focus. Devoting your full attention to one thing at a time, giving it your best effort, and then moving on to the next. The beauty of discipline lies in its ability to shape your character. It's not just about achieving external success. It's about developing an internal strength that will carry you through life's challenges. Discipline builds resilience. It teaches you how to persevere when things get tough, how to keep going even when you feel like giving up. It strengthens your willpower and fortifies your mind. As you develop discipline in one area of your life, it spills over into others, creating a ripple effect that improves your overall quality of life. Discipline is not just about what you do, but who you become. In addition, discipline fosters accountability. When you are disciplined, you take full responsibility for your actions, recognizing that your success or failure is a result of the choices you make. There is no blaming others, no relying on external circumstances to determine your outcome. Discipline teaches you to take ownership of your journey, to trust in your ability to stay the course, and to hold yourself to the highest standards. When you act with discipline, you are constantly evaluating your progress, adjusting your approach when necessary, and ensuring that you remain true to your goals. The true power behind action lies in the consistency of effort that discipline provides. It is the invisible hand that pushes you forward, even when you'd rather stay still. It is what ensures that every goal, no matter how ambitious, is within your reach. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built, for without it, no action, no matter how grand, will ever come to fruition. It is the steady, deliberate movement toward your desired future day after day, no matter the obstacles, no matter the setbacks. With discipline, you transform every dream into a reality, one action at a time. Courage is the bridge that takes us from the safety of what we know to the uncertainty of what we have yet to discover. It is the inner strength to step into the unknown, to risk failure, and to face the fear that inevitably accompanies any endeavor worth pursuing. It is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward in spite of it. Courage is the fire that pushes us beyond our limits, beyond what is comfortable, and into the realm of possibility. To risk the unfamiliar is to embrace courage. To let go of the security of the known and take that first step toward the vast horizon of what could be. The familiar feels safe. It's predictable, stable, and offers a sense of control. This is why we cling to it, why we resist change, and why we hesitate when faced with a new challenge. But growth, real growth, happens only when we are willing to step outside the confines of what we already know. It is in the unfamiliar that we encounter opportunities for transformation, innovation, and self-discovery. To risk the unfamiliar is to take a leap into the unknown, trusting that even if the path is unclear, the journey itself will teach us valuable lessons. Without courage, we would never leave the safety of the familiar. And without that first step into the unknown, we would never experience the fullness of what we are capable of achieving. Taking risks in life often feels uncomfortable, and it's natural to fear what we don't understand. But courage is the acknowledgement that fear is not something to be avoided, but something to be embraced. Fear tells us that we are stepping into territory that matters, that the stakes are high, and that we are challenging ourselves in ways that will lead to personal growth. Rather than shrinking from fear, courageous people confront it. They understand that fear is not a signal to stop, but a signal to proceed. It is the resistance that we feel when we push ourselves beyond our limits, and it is only through confronting that resistance that we can truly transform. The unfamiliar brings with it a sense of vulnerability. It exposes our weaknesses, our insecurities, and our lack of control. Yet it is through vulnerability that we build resilience. It is through those moments of uncertainty that we learn who we truly are and what we are capable of. Each time we risk the unfamiliar, we not only expand our capabilities, but also strengthen our character. Courage is built through experience. The more we face the unknown, the more we learn to trust ourselves, to trust the process, and to have faith in our ability to navigate even the most challenging circumstances. Taking risks also opens the door to creativity. The unfamiliar is a playground for innovation, where new ideas are born and where we can break free from the constraints of traditional thinking. When we risk the unfamiliar, we allow ourselves the freedom to explore different perspectives, to experiment with new approaches, and to discover solutions that were previously out of our reach. Creativity thrives in the unknown, and courage is the spark that ignites it. Without the willingness to step into the unfamiliar, we would be bound by the limitations of what is already known, never allowing ourselves to grow beyond the boundaries of the status quo. Courage is also the foundation of personal development. It is through the willingness to take risks that we learn new skills, build new relationships, and discover new passions. Every time we step into the unfamiliar, we expand our horizons, and this process of expansion is essential for our evolution. Life has a way of testing us, of presenting us with challenges that push us to rise above our fears and doubts. It is in these moments that courage becomes our most valuable ally. It is the strength to continue despite setbacks, to keep moving forward when the future seems uncertain, and to trust that every experience, no matter how difficult, is shaping us into the person we are meant to be. But courage does not mean acting recklessly or without thought. True courage is the willingness to take calculated risks, to face the unknown with a clear understanding of what's at stake. It is the ability to make decisions with conviction, knowing that even if we fail, we will gain valuable insights that will help us move forward. Courage is not about seeking danger or avoiding discomfort. It is about recognizing when the risks are worth taking and when they will lead to growth, transformation, or the achievement of something greater than ourselves. The unfamiliar is where dreams are born, where opportunities are realized, and where true greatness lies. It is the unknown that beckons us toward a future that is yet to be written, and it is courage that allows us to take that first step into the adventure of life. When we risk the unfamiliar, we not only change our lives, but also the lives of those around us. We become living examples of what it means to embrace the unknown, to trust in our ability to navigate uncertainty, and to pursue the possibility of something greater than we could have ever imagined. To risk the unfamiliar is to embrace the adventure of life, to move beyond the familiar and into the world of possibility. It is in this place of uncertainty that we find the potential to grow, to learn, and to create something truly remarkable. And it is through courage that we unlock the power to transform our lives and the world around us. Sacrifice is often seen as a heavy burden, something that demands us to give up something precious in order to gain something of greater value. It is a concept that challenges us to examine our priorities, our values, and what we are truly willing to part with to achieve something greater. It is not always easy, and it is not always comfortable, but sacrifice is a powerful tool for growth, progress, and transformation. The truth is that nothing of great worth comes without cost, and to truly achieve our deepest desires, we must be willing to give up certain comforts, habits, and even aspects of ourselves that hold us back. At the heart of sacrifice lies the idea of choosing a higher purpose over immediate gratification. In a world that encourages instant rewards, it is easy to become fixated on what we want right now. Yet true success is rarely the result of quick wins or short-term pleasures. The most meaningful achievements require sustained effort, patience, and often the willingness to forego what is easy in favor of what is necessary. This might mean sacrificing leisure time to focus on work or giving up certain pleasures to invest in your personal growth. It might involve saying no to distractions in order to pursue a greater goal. Sacrifice is not about deprivation. It is about choosing long-term fulfillment over temporary satisfaction. One of the first things we must be willing to sacrifice is our comfort zone. It is easy to remain in a place where things feel familiar and predictable, where we are not challenged or pushed to grow. But comfort is the enemy of progress. To move forward, we must be willing to step outside of what feels safe and embrace discomfort. It is only in the unfamiliar that we find the opportunity for growth. Whether it's pursuing a new career, learning a new skill, or making a life change, the path forward often requires us to leave behind the comfort of our current situation. This may bring fear, uncertainty, and resistance, but it is through this process of stepping into the unknown that we expand our horizons and unlock our potential. Another aspect of sacrifice involves letting go of unhealthy attachments. We all have things, people, or situations that we hold on to, sometimes long past their expiration date. These attachments may offer us comfort or security, but they can also prevent us from moving forward. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a job that no longer serves you, or old habits that keep you stuck, sacrifice requires us to release these things. Letting go is never easy, especially when we have invested time, energy, or emotion into them. Yet, holding on to what no longer serves us only keeps us tethered to the past and blocks our path to the future. Sacrifice is about freeing ourselves from these attachments so that we can make space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new growth. Sacrifice also requires us to give up the need for approval from others. Many of us are driven by the desire to be liked, to be accepted, or to meet the expectations of those around us. This can lead us to make decisions based on what others think rather than what is best for us. To truly live an authentic and fulfilling life, we must be willing to sacrifice the approval of others in favor of our own beliefs and values. This doesn't mean disregarding others' opinions entirely, but rather not allowing them to dictate our choices. When we make decisions from a place of self-awareness and confidence, we gain the freedom to pursue what truly matters to us, regardless of how it might be perceived. Furthermore, sacrifice requires the willingness to give up old beliefs and limiting thoughts that hold us back. Our minds are often cluttered with self-doubt, fear of failure, and beliefs that we are not capable of achieving our dreams. These thoughts can be powerful barriers that keep us from taking action or pursuing our goals. To move beyond these mental limitations, we must be willing to sacrifice the comfort of old beliefs in favor of new, empowering ones. This may involve confronting deep-seated fears or challenging long-held assumptions. It may require us to let go of the belief that we're not worthy or capable, and instead embrace the idea that we can create the life we desire. Sacrificing old beliefs is a key step in transforming our mindset and unlocking our potential. Sacrifice can also mean giving up time. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and how we spend it ultimately shapes our lives. If we want to achieve our goals, we must be willing to sacrifice the time spent on things that do not align with our vision. This could mean sacrificing leisure activities, social events, or time spent in idle pursuits to focus on the things that truly matter. It might mean making tough decisions about where to direct your energy and attention, choosing to invest in your personal development or your career instead of indulging in distractions. Sacrificing time is an investment in your future, a way of prioritizing the things that will bring long-term fulfillment over short-term pleasure. Ultimately, sacrifice is not about losing something, but about gaining something greater. Every sacrifice made brings us closer to who we are meant to be and what we are meant to accomplish. While the process may be challenging, the rewards are immeasurable. Sacrifice is an act of love for your dreams, your goals, and your future. It is about recognizing that in order to achieve the extraordinary, we must be willing to let go of the ordinary, the comfortable, and the familiar. By giving up what no longer serves us, we create the space for something better, something that aligns with our true purpose. In the end, sacrifice is the price we pay for the life we truly want to live. Perseverance is the quiet, steady force that keeps us moving forward when the path seems endless, when the road is difficult, and when the end goal feels far beyond our reach. It is the ability to stay committed to a course of action, regardless of how long it takes or how many obstacles appear along the way. Perseverance is not about avoiding difficulty, but about facing it head-on, maintaining resolve even when success seems elusive. It is about understanding that the journey itself holds as much value as the destination. It is not the swift or the strong who ultimately succeed, but those who persist despite the trials, the setbacks, and the challenges. The long journey is a test of endurance. In the beginning, we might be driven by excitement, motivation, and the anticipation of what lies ahead. But over time, that initial surge of energy fades, and we are left with the quiet, steady work that perseverance requires. The early stages of any journey are often filled with enthusiasm, but as time passes and challenges mount, it becomes clear that the real test is not about starting strong, it's about continuing, even when the results are not immediately visible. It's about showing up day after day without guarantee of success, but with the belief that your efforts are building something meaningful. Along this journey, the temptation to quit is always present. Whether we face self-doubt, failure, or external resistance, there are countless reasons to stop. The desire for instant gratification, the allure of taking the easy way out, or the frustration of not seeing immediate results can lead us to question whether the effort is worth it. Perseverance, however, teaches us to ignore these distractions. It teaches us to focus not on the immediate challenges, but on the long-term vision. It reminds us that success is not always immediate, and that every step, no matter how small, is a step closer to the end goal. The path of perseverance is not linear. There are ups and downs, moments of progress followed by setbacks. It is easy to feel discouraged when progress is slow, but perseverance is rooted in the understanding that setbacks are not failures, they are simply part of the journey. Each failure provides an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to refine our approach. Perseverance allows us to see beyond temporary setbacks and stay focused on the bigger picture. The ability to keep moving forward, to adjust and adapt without losing sight of our ultimate goal is what defines perseverance. Another critical aspect of perseverance is the ability to embrace discomfort. Progress rarely comes without some form of struggle, and the long journey often requires sacrifices. Whether it's time, energy, or emotional investment, perseverance means accepting that challenges are inevitable and that growth often comes through discomfort. It is through overcoming obstacles and pushing through difficult times that we become stronger, more resilient, and more capable. The process of working through adversity teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. It is not the easy path that leads to success, but the willingness to endure the hardships along the way. One of the most powerful aspects of perseverance is the inner strength it builds. Each time we push through a challenge or face a setback and continue moving forward, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we initially thought. This strengthens our confidence and belief in our ability to achieve our goals. Perseverance also fosters resilience, our ability to bounce back from difficulties and keep going no matter how many times we fall. Over time, this resilience becomes a core part of our character, and it transforms how we approach life's challenges. We learn to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to build strength, character, and wisdom. The journey also requires patience. In a world that demands instant results, perseverance teaches us the value of waiting and trusting the process. It requires the humility to understand that some things take time and that success is rarely immediate. It reminds us that the most worthwhile achievements are the ones that require sustained effort, even when the results are not immediately apparent. Patience is the quiet companion to perseverance, a reminder that good things take time and that every moment of effort brings us closer to our goal. Perseverance is not about rigidly sticking to one path, regardless of the circumstances. It is about maintaining commitment while being open to change and growth. The journey may not unfold exactly as we envisioned, and along the way we might encounter detours or new opportunities. Perseverance allows us to adjust course while remaining dedicated to the ultimate goal. It is the willingness to stay the course, but also the wisdom to pivot when necessary. The combination of unwavering determination and flexibility is what allows us to navigate the long journey. Ultimately, perseverance is about more than achieving a specific goal. It's about the person we become in the process. The long journey of perseverance teaches us patience, resilience, self-discipline, and inner strength. It builds character, expands our limits, and shows us that we are capable of far more than we realize. Success is not defined by a single moment, but by the consistent effort we put in over time, by the way we rise every time we fall, and by the quiet strength we cultivate along the way. The long journey is not an easy one, but it is one that shapes us into the person we are meant to become. Perseverance teaches us that the process is just as important as the destination, and that each step, each effort, and each moment of determination is a valuable part of the story. In the end, it is perseverance that allows us to turn our dreams into reality, and to discover the greatness within us that would have otherwise remained dormant. Legacy is the mark we leave on the world, the imprint of our actions, our values, and the way we influence those around us. It is the sum of everything we do, say, and stand for during our time on this earth. Legacy is not simply about what we accumulate or achieve for ourselves. It is about what we give to others and how we shape the future through our choices. While many people focus on the tangible accomplishments of life, career successes, financial gains, or personal milestones, true legacy transcends these things. It is about how we impact lives, how we inspire others, and what we stand for in the face of adversity. The essence of legacy lies in the long-term effects of our actions. It's not about seeking recognition or praise in the moment. Rather, it's about understanding that our actions have lasting consequences that ripple through time. The decisions we make, no matter how small they may seem in the present, contribute to the story of our lives and the world we leave behind. Whether we're aware of it or not, every interaction, every choice, and every effort is part of the legacy we're creating. A key element of legacy is the way we impact others. What we leave behind is often not measured by what we've achieved for ourselves, but by how we've helped others achieve their own potential. The way we mentor, teach, and lift others up is an essential part of our legacy. When we choose to invest in people, whether by sharing knowledge, offering support, or simply being present, we are planting seeds that will grow far beyond our own lifetime. The greatest legacies are often not the ones we see immediately, but those that unfold over time as others carry forward the lessons and values we've imparted. This idea of legacy is not only about giving to others in terms of material wealth or advice. It's about passing on a set of values, principles, and beliefs that can guide future generations. What do we want people to remember about us? What do we want them to learn from our lives? Our actions, behaviors, and the way we approach life all speak volumes about the kind of legacy we leave behind. If we stand for integrity, compassion, hard work, and resilience, these qualities will be reflected in the lives of those who follow us. Our example becomes their blueprint for navigating life's challenges. Legacy also includes the way we shape the environment around us. It's about creating a space, physically, emotionally, or intellectually, that reflects the best of who we are. This can manifest in many ways, through the projects we lead, the communities we build, the businesses we create, or even the relationships we foster. The lasting impact of these things is felt long after we are gone. By cultivating an environment that nurtures growth, creativity, and kindness, we contribute to a collective legacy that continues to shape the world long into the future. However, the idea of legacy is not without its challenges. It requires us to live intentionally, making conscious decisions that align with our long-term vision. Legacy doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent actions taken over time. In a world that values immediate gratification, it's easy to forget that our true impact is not measured in the short term. Building a lasting legacy requires patience, sacrifice, and a deep understanding that the things that truly matter take time to cultivate. We must be willing to invest in the future, knowing that the rewards of our efforts may not be fully realized until long after we're gone. One of the most powerful aspects of legacy is that it doesn't end with us. What we create, share, and nurture in our lifetime has the potential to outlast us, continuing to inspire and affect generations to come, our children, our students, our colleagues, and even strangers we encounter along the way can carry forward the lessons, love, and energy we impart. It is often said that the true measure of a person's life is how they are remembered after they are gone. While this may be true, a more meaningful measure might be how the world changes because of their existence. A legacy is not just what we leave behind, it is how we transform the lives of others, how we challenge the status quo, and how we shape the course of history through our choices. To build a legacy that lasts, we must also be mindful of the way we treat ourselves. Our relationship with ourselves sets the tone for how we interact with others and the world at large. When we show respect, love, and care for our own well-being, we set an example for others to do the same. Legacy is not only about what we give, but also about how we nurture our own growth and development. It's about recognizing that our journey towards self-actualization influences those around us. And by living authentically and with purpose, we create a powerful legacy of self-empowerment. Ultimately, a legacy is a reflection of who we are at our core. It is shaped by our values, our actions, and our commitment to making the world a better place. It is not defined by the accolades we receive or the wealth we amass, but by the difference we make in the lives of others. A true legacy is one that transcends time, that continues to live on through the impact we've had on the hearts and minds of those who come after us. When we live with intention and purpose, we can create a legacy that will inspire future generations, reminding them that the most important thing we leave behind is not what we own, but how we've loved, how we've given, and how we've contributed to the greater good.